Welcome to the Art Cart Mobile Art Studio. Happy Kwanzaa! Today we're going to be making a collage for the holiday of Kwanzaa, which is celebrated by African Americans in the United States of America to celebrate their African heritage. What we're going to do is there's two parts. Here are the supplies for the first part. And then we will pause and I will do the second part. If you have younger kids, stick with the first part. If you have older kids, they may want to add more, and I will go into some of that with them in the second half of the video. To begin with, we are going to take our brown rectangle pieces and we are going to place them in a stair-step pattern, a pyramid pattern at the bottom of our paper. And this is going to be the candle holder. During Kwanzaa, they light one candle for each night. There are 7 nights in all, so we have 7 places for our candles. All right, so starting with our biggest piece, let's put some glue on there. Put it right down at the bottom. There we go. And try to make it as symmetrical, as even on both sides as possible. Now let's do our second longest piece. I'm running out of glue today. All right, so we're going to put glue on our second piece. And we're going to place it right in the middle of that first piece, right above it, right in the middle. So you can see that the stair step is the same on both sides. Add our third piece, doing the same thing, lining everything up. Looks like I didn't get enough on the edges here. It's curling. All right. And then our last piece. And that goes right on the top. All right. Now we can add our candles. Our candles start with one black candle that sits at the very top of our candle holder. Then the candles are going to be red on the left and green on the right. And when they light them, they light the black one on the first day. Then they come over here to red for day 2. Then a green is day 3. Red is day 4. Green for day 5. Can you guess what colors for day 6? If you guessed red, you are correct. We are making a pattern, aren't we? All right, and the last one is going to be green. Here we go. All right, so there is our candle holder. Next, for our flame for our candles, and you could do this one of two ways. If your family is going to be celebrating Kwanzaa, you may want to put only one flame on each night, just like you would on a real candle holder for Kwanzaa. Or you can glue them all on right now and pretend like it's the last day, because the first day doesn't start until the day after Christmas, December 26th. So I'll leave that up to you. For my littles, it's easiest just to cut triangles for the flames. Remember, you need 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. My older kids may want to actually draw the shape of a flame. And I usually start that by making a U shape at the bottom. And then I take one side and I go up. And then I go back down so it's thin. And it kind of looks like a bubble comma upside down, doesn't it? So, but that also makes nice flames. And if you draw each one by hand and cut them out, they will all be different and look like they're flickering. Or you could fold up your paper and cut out several at one time. But for our littles, we are going to stick with our triangles. So, do you remember which candle we're going to light first? Yes, the black one. So, I just put glue all over the top of this one. So I'm going to add some glue to this one. Use it. The first candle that we light is going to be our black candle. Notice that I have the point of the flame facing down towards the candle. All right, so remember, day 1 was black, day 2 was red, day 3 is green. We got a whole pattern going here, don't we? Back and forth. Day 4, day 5, day 6, and day 7. Ta-da! Now, if you want to add a little extra to it, you could take a red crayon and make some wavy lines. You might want to wait until it dries so that your triangles don't come off. But draw some wavy lines in there. If you wanted to, you can decorate your candles a little. Maybe you want to put some gold on your candles. All right. Maybe you want to write Happy Kwanzaa. However you want to do it, make it your own. And if you celebrate Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa. And if you don't, I hope you had as much fun learning about this special holiday as I did. Stop here if you're working with younger students. All right, for part 2, what we're going to do is we are going to make a bowl of fruit. Often sitting with the candles on the table is a bowl with fruits and vegetables. So I'm going to make 3 fruit with you today: an orange, an apple, and a pear. So you can choose if you want your apple to be red, that's fine. If you want your pear to be more yellow than green, that's fine. I decided I was going to make a red bowl, and I'm going to use this extra black from my candle to just add a little detail to my bowl. So let's get started. You need to pause to gather your supplies. There's your list. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my red for my bowl, and I want it to be symmetrical. This whole project, the balance is symmetrical. It is the same on both sides. Now, our fruit is not going to be the same, so it's going to be a little bit off the symmetry, but as you will see, it will still be very balanced. So I'm folding my my bowl paper, I chose red, in half, and then I'm just going to draw from the open top corner a curved line down to the bottom of the folded bottom corner. And then I'm going to cut on the line. And when I open it up, my bowl should be perfectly symmetrical. All right? Don't glue it onto your project yet. We are going to make our fruit and place them in our bowl before we glue the whole thing on. So I have this black stripe, and I just want to add it somewhere on my bowl. Then I will cut around the edge. There we go. Now when I turn it over on the back, I can see where it hangs over a little, and just trim that off. And now I'm going to make my orange. And I have a round container. It's a little big for mine, but you can find whatever you have that's round, find the right size for yours, and you can trace the container and make your apple and your orange are both going to be circles. But I've been making circles for a long time, so I'm just going to freehand my circle since I don't have the right size at hand. See, I've been making circles for a long time. All right, then on my orange, the characteristics that always make it look like an orange is putting a little star shape up in one of the corners and then adding some polka dots. And that shows the texture of the skin of the orange. This would be implied texture because you can't really feel it, can you? You just see it when you are looking at it, and it looks like there's texture. All right, and I don't have to do texture all the way down because I know that when I put it in my bowl, some of it is going to be behind my red bowl because it's inside my bowl, right? So we're making it three-dimensional looking so that we will be doing some overlapping with our our fruit and our bowl is actually going to overlap our entire candle holder. All right, so there's my orange, and I know it's going to go in my bowl. See how that works? All right, so now I'm going to show you the apple. Again, we're going to start with a complete circle. And feel free to trace or to practice your circles. And they don't have to be perfect, because have you ever seen a perfect apple or a perfect orange? I certainly have not. All right. Now we know that the bottom of our apple is not truly round, but we're not going to see it anyway, so we're not going to worry about it. But we are going to take a little cut out of the top. And that's where the stem sticks out of our apple. Notice when you pick up your apple by the stem that there's a little indent there at the top where the stem hooks on. All right, so there's an apple. Now I'm going to show you how to make a pear. Pears are fun. They kind of look like snowmen. Do you know how to make a snowman? We are going to do circles again. So I'm going to do one large circle. And then right on top of it, I'm going to do one smaller circle. And then I'm going to kind of hook them together. See how that works? And I'm going to use the plain side, not the one with all my writing on it, for my pear. In my bowl. And actually, it's kind of a small pear, isn't it? All right. And if you want to add some color, either with some construction paper crayons or oil pastels would be best. Regular crayons might work too. But I would probably advise starting with lighter paper and going darker to do the regular crayons. That pear is not beautiful. It kind of looks like an avocado. Wonder if I can give it a little more of a waist. There we go. That looks a little better. All right. Add some highlight. To my fruit. And put some on here too, just a little area that is lighter, like the lights are reflecting on it. And you can also add a little bit of shadow. So let's get these glued on, and this is how I would do it. I would turn your bowl upside down, or I'm sorry, backwards, and then I would figure out where you want your fruit. Make sure that it stays inside. Can you see that? Inside the side of your bowl. Because if it's sticking out like that, it can you see? It looks like it's sticking out the side of your bowl. That's silly. So keep it inside your bowl and down a little bit. So we are assuming that there's other fruits underneath them, and that's why this one's sticking up. It's not resting at the bottom of the bowl. You can decide where you want to put each of these. They're going to kind of overlap each other. See how that works? I have some extra green. I'm going to add a little leaf to my apple, and they all need stems, don't they? I think I will use my brown and add some stems after I get it glued down. All right. So a little bit of shadow. It's probably going to be around where the bowl is, right there at the edge of the bowl. And then some on the opposite side from where you have your highlight. And actually, I don't know that you'd really see it on my apple because it's not there. My pear. Actually, you probably see some of it down here. And actually, you might see some where the fruit is in front of it. Might give a little bit of a shadow there. What do you think? All right. So now I'm going to glue the whole thing on. I'm just going to stick it in the middle. I'm going to use my brown and create a stem for the apple and a stem for my pear. I'm going to glue my leaf on my apple. How about that? And you could put as many different designs as you wish. Maybe you want to put some gold. This cool gold oil pastel I have. I love it. And do some different shapes. Some more patterns. All right, so you can decorate yours any way that makes you happy, because each artwork is made by a different person, and thus each artwork will be different, won't it? Yep, it certainly will. Just as unique and different as we are, our artwork will all be unique and different. All right, you could add other fruits and vegetables, whatever you would like to put in your bowl. And you can decorate your candles if you want to. Maybe add some gold to them. Whatever you feel like doing. Just have fun. All right? I hope you enjoyed our Kwanzaa project today, and I hope that you will come back and make some more art with the Art Cart Mobile Art Studio.